In the winter of 2005, I was 6 years old, and the only thing I wanted to do was to go see the new Disney movie, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Loudly I announced to who was ever around me that I was going to go see this movie. One fateful day that winter, my father piled my 3 siblings and I into the car for a surprise. I had no clue what was happening until we pulled up to the theater. I squealed with joy because I knew we were going to see the new movie. And as we made our way into the theater and we sat down, the lights dimmed. A hush fell over the crowd, and the theater was bathed in darkness. And then the screen lit up with words, and those words were Walt Disney. My name is Alexis Rose Young, and today I'm going to be talking about the significant impact Disney has made upon my life. Disney has taught me to believe, to dream, and to fight for what I want. Firstly, Disney taught me to believe. I watched Lucy in the Chronicles of Narnia believe in herself and believe in her siblings that they could save Narnia from the White Witch, that they could battle her. Even though they had no combat experience, no clue what was going to happen, she believed that her and her siblings were going to save Narnia. And that shook me as a child. That shook my core. I was like, wow, Lucy's a young girl. I'm a young girl. If Lucy believed in herself and believed in her siblings, they could save Narnia. I can believe in myself. I can believe in myself to do anything. I can believe in myself to ride a bike. I can believe in myself to go in the garage even though I know it's scary. And the power that believing in myself would bring me throughout my life is crazy. Because I've seen my friends and they're like, oh, I don't think I can do it. And I was like, what do you mean you don't think you can do it? You don't believe in yourself? They're like, no. And I was like, oh, I guess not everybody watched Disney like I did and took that impact of believing in yourself and the things that you can do with that belief. And Disney also taught me it's important to believe in others and to tell them that you believe in them. Like with Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph, he was told he was a bad guy, which he was in his video game, but he didn't want to be a bad guy all the time. He wanted to be a good guy, and nobody told him he could, until one person, Vanellope, told him that he was her hero. And that belief in him helped shape and changed him as a person. And it brought him joy, and it changed his outlook on life. And thus Disney taught me not only is it important to believe in myself, it's important to believe in others because it can make a significant impact on their life too. Secondly, learning to believe opened my mind up to dreaming. And allowing myself to dream is very, very free. I watched Tangled, and the girl in the movie Tangled was Rapunzel. And she only had her stepmother and a pet named Pastel, who's a chameleon, as companions. And that, to me, I would have gone crazy. But she had a dream. And she would look out her window every year when the floating lights would happen, and she would dream of going and seeing the floating lights in person. And I was like, wow. She's literally stuck in a tower, and the reality that she could ever get out of that tower is slim to nothing because her mother told her people would hunt her down for her magical hair, yet she still dreams, and she seems freer and happier for that dreaming. So even though I know that sometimes I will never make it to Hawaii or I'll never make it to Ireland, it's still something that I can dream for, that I can think about, that I can pursue in times of hardships. When the world is not going what I want, when I'm crying over an exam, when a grandfather has died, I can sit back and be like, you know what? One day I'll be on the beach somewhere, drinking a Mai Tai and having a good time. And allowing myself to dream really takes me out of those dark places and reminds me that there are positive things in life. Not only darkness, but there's also light. And that's the power that dreaming allowed me. Lastly, I learned from Disney, since I could dream, I can also believe, and then once I have those two with me, I can fight for what I want. I watched Mulan, and Mulan fought in place of her father against the Huns because he couldn't fight, and somebody had to fight for her family. And she didn't sit back and be like, oh, I wonder what would happen. I hope my father comes home. She said, no, I'm actually going to do something. I'm going to try because I'm able to do it. And I'm going to fight for my father in his stead. And I was like, whoa, if Mulan literally could get killed for fighting for what she wants and to save her father, what's to stop me from nothing's to stop me. I can't die if I'm just going to try and become a screenwriter or if I'm going to try and be a book editor. Nobody's out here going to kill me for that. So what's the harm in actually trying to do that? I have this dream. I have this belief in myself that I can do it. So now it's my time to step up and to fight for it. Like Hercules. Hercules was born a god, but then his uncle Hades took his godlike abilities from him except for his super strength. And then he found out he was supposed to be God. He wanted to take back his birthright. He went and did the impossible. And he was like, I'm going to try because trying is better than not trying. And that taught me, it doesn't matter if you fail or succeed. As long as you try, that's all you can ask for. Just fight for what you want. To conclude, sometimes going to the movies can change your life for the better. And that was the case with me when I saw The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This movie ignited a spark inside of me, and that spark continued to grow the more I watched Disney's movies. Thus, from my admiration of Disney, I learned to believe, to dream, and to fight for what I want. To quote Christopher Robin from the Disney movie Pooh's Grand Adventure, "You're braver than you believe, you're stronger than you seem, and you're smarter than you think." Thank you.